In what ways was I prepared for the pandemic?
Has identified the cause of the
mysterious new virus.
Coronavirus.
How did I ride out the pandemic? How was my life easier than maybe somebody else's life because of my preparation? That was a viewer question that I got. I thought it was a great question, and I want to answer it today. If you have no idea who I am, my name is Jason Hanson. I'm a former CIA officer. I am very, very prepared. I run tacticalspyschool.com, and the pandemic, I know it was horrible for a lot of people, but for my family, we were blessed. It wasn't as bad as it was for a lot of people. So I'm going to cover many things, including my food storage, my preparation, but I'll start with where I live. So that was a big help. I live in Cedar City, Utah. It is a small conservative town in Utah. Life was good because it went on pretty much as normal. I went to the gym every single day. My gym didn't shut down. I had told somebody this, and some troll or whatever was like, oh, that's BS. Every gym got shut down. Not in a free state. So I went to my gym every day. Our sheriff in our town said, hey, you guys do whatever you want. He's a freedom-loving sheriff, which is awesome, one of the reasons I live there. So if you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask, which is common sense. That's what everybody should have done. You should have the freedom of choice. So this local sheriff said, I'm not enforcing any mandates that Salt Lake City is passing down, so you guys do whatever you want. Restaurants were still open. You could choose to wear a mask or not wear a mask. So being that I lived in Cedar City, Utah, or live in Cedar City, Utah, it made life easier because we got to pretty much operate as normal. I still did all my training. I still had people fly out to our 320-acre spy ranch, and we conducted all our escape and evasion classes, our ultimate spy week, our shooting classes, our evasive driving classes, so everything operated as normal. Now, of course, when the pandemic first went down, every grocery store, as we know, shelves went bare. There was nothing there, and I have 2 years worth of survival food for my family. Yes, I realize that's a lot of survival food, but that's what I have. I've been in some tough situations in life. I know what it's like, so I will never be without a tremendous supply of survival food. And I've got 6 kids, so there's 8 people in my family, which means 2 years for each of us is really a heck of a lot of survival food. I've got it in the pouches. I love the survival food pouches. I've got it in the number 10 cans. I've got it in 5-gallon buckets of wheat and grains and rice and other type of stuff. So I've got a lot of different levels of survival food. So when the pandemic hit, when the grocery store shelves went empty, I didn't care, I didn't flinch, I didn't blink. For the fun of it, I went to my local Walmart. So remember, I live in conservative town, USA. Many, many people are prepared, but I still went to the local Walmart to see, okay, what's going on? And even in small conservative town, USA, there was nothing in stock. All the shelves were bare, all the meats, the hot dogs, everything was gone. So for those people that didn't have a lot in their refrigerator, yes, it could have been tough, but for us, we just ate as normal. Wasn't a big deal. I didn't need to buy anything, so I didn't even go shopping. I wasn't interested in dealing with crowds or doing anything like that. So I would say one of the most important things you can ever do is have a good supply of survival food, because if there's one pandemic, of course it means there could be another pandemic. So it would be foolish for us to think that in our lifetimes it's never ever going to happen again. Also, I would move if you can to a free state. I would get out of California. I would get out of New Jersey. I would get out of Massachusetts, New York if you can. I would move to Utah. I would move to Wyoming. I would move to Texas. I would move to Florida. I would move to Idaho. I would move to free states like that, because life is so much better because there was no lockdowns. I mean, I always laughed when I was watching the TV and I saw in LA, you can only leave your house for this and that. And if you get caught in the streets not wearing a mask in LA, you can get fined. But I mean, all that's like nonsense. Really? I mean, again, that's why I live in a free state. I would also say, make sure you have your water filters. Fortunately, we didn't have any water pipes burst during then or anything happened. But in my small town, a couple years ago, we did have a water pipe burst, and it was a boil water alert for a couple days. So I've got water filters that make sure that my family is safe. Go to servefilter.com if you want to see what I use, or just click on the link below and you can see that one. Let me think what else made the pandemic. I mean, I've got plenty of supplies. I mean, I've got plenty of antibiotics at home. I've got plenty of Band-Aids. I mean, you should have a good medical kit. You can go online and spend $100, $200 for a good medical kit. I would do that. I have one of those, and I have plenty of antibiotics. There are companies out there where you can buy an emergency supply of antibiotics, and yes, it is legal. So I would do something like that, because I have done that. So I got plenty of different kinds of medications that we need in case you don't want to go to the store, in case they're all gone from the store. So stock up on plenty of aspirin and Tylenol and all that type of stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to, I mean, it was a horrible thing. It disrupted a lot of people's lives. I felt sorry, obviously, for anybody that got tremendously sick, or for small business business owners that went out of business because they couldn't open their gym or they couldn't open their restaurant or all that. But yeah, the pandemic was not horrific just because we had all the supplies we need. We had all the gear we need. Kids were in school. Yes, the kids did have to wear masks in school kind of thing, and you could pull them out. But hey, I wasn't married. I mean, my wife and I didn't want the kids driving us crazy. So yeah, they went to school wearing masks and all that. So prepare yourself. As I said earlier, if it happens once, it's going to happen again. It's foolish not to be prepared these days, whether it's an economic collapse, whether it's a blackout with the lights going out, whether it's the next pandemic, is gather your supplies while you can before inflation sends them through the roof. And if I didn't answer anything that you wanted to know, please let me know in the comments. Also, please, please, please subscribe to this channel. You'd be doing me a huge favor because I love what I do. I love sharing this information with you. And I think that about covers it. Click also below if you want to see my serve filter of what I use to do thousands of gallons of fresh water for my family. And thankfully, we've only had to use it in non-crisis situations, never in a real crisis situation. Like I said, boil water alert type of thing, not the end of the world. And that's it. I'm Jason Hanson. I'm a former CIA officer. I want to keep you safe. I want to keep you protected. Have a wonderful rest of the day.